What's up, guys? Rashad with Bad Beats here, and today I'm going over deck profile for a new deck that we just got. New support for a new deck, I should say. And it's Ragnaloardmon. I think this deck is actually like really fun and pretty decent. It just happened to come out in the wrong time, in my opinion. I don't think this deck can really hold up in the OTK format. If we were in a little bit of a slower format, I think this deck would really be strong and shine. So we'll get right into it. The 4 eggs we're playing as Sakudamon. When you play a Legend Arms with a skill, you gain a memory. You play with a skill like majority of your cards, so it's just like the best one to play for the deck. And then getting right on into the deck, we'll start off with the rookies. We play 4 of the OG Zubamon. When you play them, on play only, look at the top 5, add a Ragnaloardmon, the Legend's Arm, to your hand. And so he's just a searcher, put the rest on the bottom. But it's a top 5 searcher that can potentially grab 2 cards, so you definitely want to grab him. Next is the new Zubamon from the starter deck. So what he does is on play, tuck him under one of your other Legend's Arm Digimon, reveal the top card of your deck. If his play costs a 7 or less, you play it. When he's an inheritable, you get to pop something 3k or less on swing. Digimon has to be either black or a Legend's Arm. And so then we have the counterpart to him, which is Ludamon. Has the same exact on-play ability. This one gives you blocker instead, though, when you're in the inheritables. And then I do play 14 rookies. I play 2 Chikirimon because this, like, stopping your opponent from reducing memory costs on cards is really good. And it's just a backup rookie because your egg is black. And so the everything in here can go over the black egg except for this. So since this can't go over the egg, I wanted to play another black rookie just to maximize on potential hits and rookies that can go over the egg so that you're not locked out turn 1. Next we have Zuba Eagermon. Has the same inheritable as Zubamon where you get to pop something 3k or below. And then it's on play, you tuck it under one of your guys and you pop something 5k. Next, we have Tia Ludamon. It also gives blocker just like its counterpart, but this one on play, you tuck it and give your Digimon reboot. That's all the level 4s that we play, because you're going to be playing your level 5s from your hand for free 9 times out of 10, or hitting them off the top of your deck, so you don't really need to build up like a big chain. You'll be building a chain by tucking your guys with on play effects. So on to the 4s, or the 5s. We play 4 Duramon. I think he's the better of the 5s. So when he's in a source, he lets you DNA Digivolve at the end of your turn. Even if you pass a memory like Massamon, you'll be able to DNA Digivolve as long as you got this guy in the source. While he's on the field, when you Digivolve over him, it will reduce the cost by 1, which is like extremely good and important. And then we have Raiji Ludamon for the other level 5 that we play. So it has the same inheritable, will let you DNA Digivolve at the end of the turn, and then this one can't be affected by skills. And that's all we have for the level 5s. And let me reiterate on this, it can't be deleted. So if it's like Mega Death or Chaos Degradation, or a DP neg, then it's still gone, but it can't be like Gaia Force. Or deleted by a Digimon effect. So we get on to the level 6s. So first we have Durandamon. So what this does is, when it swings, you get to look at the top 3. If there's a guy with play cost 7 or less, you get to play it for free, and then he'll gain 3,000 DP, and security attack +1. And then his inheritable is a delicate plan, but on a Digimon, so it doesn't activate option cards when Ragnaloardmon's on top of them. So like his effect is super strong, because you have to be attacking to activate his effect though. I feel like Ragnaloardmon is just a little bit better, because if you have to pass your turn, you will still get this effect. And sometimes that can like keep your turn with your egg. So if you Digivolve into this, because this one does cost 4 instead of costing 3. If you have the the Duramon, it'll reduce the cost and make it a 3. But when you, this is when Digivolving, look at the top 3, play one of your guys will play cost 7 or less, and then this can't be deleted or like affected by skills until the end of your opponent's next turn. But if with your egg, being able to give you a memory when you play something with a skill, sometimes Digivolve into this and then playing a guy with a skill will give you your turn back. Then the free cards you played might be able to help you dig for this, and then you will just Digivolve into this over one of the other guys, or hardcast this if you have the memory. And then you'll DNA Digivolve into Ragnaloardmon at the end of the turn. The inheritable skill on this one, he gives your Digimon where it can't be affected by your opponent's Digimon skills. And then to the boss monster himself, we have Ragnaloardmon. Definitely play 4 copies of this guy. So what Ragnaloardmon does is when Digivolving has Blitz, when you DNA Digivolve into it, for every 4 cards and his sources, you get to pop one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 20 or less, and trash one of their security for each. And his last skill is once per turn, when a card leaves your opponent's security, unsuspend this Digimon. 9 times out of 10, when I get into this guy, I've got 12 sources under him, because I just like to turbo through my deck, hard playing the guys and just tucking them under there. So, and then if you just sit on the level 5, this one, he's the best one to sit on because people really can't clear him because of his skill. So I'll just build them up and then go off into the other guys when I'm ready to DNA Digivolve into Ragna. So yeah, those 2 effects of his are very strong. Like, you can OTK an opponent extremely easily if you can get into this guy without passing your turn. Next, we'll go into the options. Of course, we play for Legend, Legend Armed Alliance. So what this does is when you play it, you get to play a Legend Arms with a play cost 7 or less from your hand for free. Free, but it's for 4. If it's in your security, it activates that effect and places it in your area, your battle area. So the second part of this, the delay part, you get to pop this, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, rearrange them on the top or throw them to the bottom. This helps you stack your deck, so when you play your little guys that spawn guys for free, then you just get to spawn guaranteed cards. Instead of like guessing, you're guaranteed hitting. Or even on your bigger guys, when you swing or Digivolve into them for their skill, you just pop this first, you set it up so you know what you're hitting. So it just makes the deck less random and more guaranteed. I play 2 of the Black Memory Boost. I'm playing a lot more Red Digimon than Black Digimon, so I opted to play Black Memory Boost to kind of balance that consistency out. I have the red one, so I'm more likely to have red in my hand, less likely to have black in my hand. So Black Memory Boost will help me grab black. Also, if you start off with no rookie, but you have this, your egg is black. So that's the other reason I opted to play this one over the red one. The red one technically would be more consistent since there's more red targets, but since the egg itself is black, if you break on rookie and you have this in hand, you can use it because you have a black egg. So that was the other reason that I chose to go with this card over Red Memory Boost. And then the last thing I play is 2 tie, because I'm playing my build just a little bit more aggressive. So since this guy can give himself security attack +1 already with his skill, combined with the tie, he can swing for 3 checks. You DNA Digivolve into Ragna. Ragna skill, you should be popping at least 2 Digimon. If they've got 2 Digimon out still, you should be able to have 8 cards in the sources fairly easy. That'll pop 2, get rid of their last 2 security, and then his Blitz will, let you win the game from that spot on. So that's the reason I'm playing tie right now. If I was playing a heavier black based, it would be the Black Izzy that lets you stack your deck. But also that Izzy is just really good because of the fact that it lets you stack your deck on play. Gaining the memory from it isn't like that big of a deal because you want to just know what's on the top of your deck. Once again, for the rookies that play themselves and just free play the card off the top, if it's 7 or below, that lets you set that up better. So I do think that the tie and the Izzy are about equal in value in the deck. If you're not trying to play an OTK variant at all, you should definitely just play with the Izzy's instead of the ties, period. But for now, I'm testing out with just 2 ties. The deck has been running like really well with just the 2 ties. That extra security check has just been really strong since I'm wanting to push games through in 1 turn. And so, guys, that is my iteration on Ragnaloardmon featuring the cards from its new starter deck. I think these cards were amazing. Like, the old Ragnaloardmon deck just is nowhere near as good as this one is. Like, this is like a really strong deck to be a starter deck, and there's barely any different cards in it either. Like, these four and then the original Zubamon. Like, there's only 8 cards different in this deck, and it still feels like a really strong contender right now. Like, when the format slows down, I really think this deck can pick up and be a deck that has some place in the meta. But as of right now, this definitely won't be a tier 1 deck. It can't hang with OTK decks. Like, there's nothing in here that's going to stop Metal Garurumon or Alphamon or Grandis from just blowing you out on turn 2 or 3 when they get all their stuff. Sometimes you will be, since a lot of your guys are on play abilities, sometimes you might just need to hard cast them. And it's just not a meta where you can just freely hard cast and give your opponent memory and expect for them to not kill you on the crackback. So I definitely feel like we need to be in a slower meta before this deck takes off. But if they break, then you probably are just winning the game. Is how I feel about it right now. But thank you guys for watching the video. We'll try to get some gameplays for you soon. So I'll aim to get a gameplay out for you guys in a couple days here if I can. We got some One Piece stuff going on this weekend, so I'll be wrapped up with that. But I definitely want to show you some gameplay of this deck and what it can do. So I'll catch you guys in the next one, and we'll see you with some gameplays.